I'm Andrew for Andy Talks. I'm ready to talk, and I hope you are ready to listen. The pen is in hand. Let's go. This week, baby, we're out of the studio and we're into the frying pan. That's right, you heard me. We're going to bake some sweet treats, and it's all next on Andrew Talks. All right, my friends, like I said, we are here in the kitchen. And it's not even my kitchen. I know what you're thinking. That doesn't look like your kitchen, because it's not, okay? It's not. We upgraded here on Andrew Talks for Season 5. I am with the best cook I know, my dear friend Cynthia. Cynthia, say hello.
Hi.
Woo! All right, and we are doing a bake-off, cook-off, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have a good old time. Cynthia's making her slap your mama good red velvet cupcakes, whatever. And I am making my mama, who often slaps me. No kidding. I'm kidding. Chocolate delight. So it's going to be great, delicious sweet treats. And it's coming next. So we got some prep for you. We're going to show you how easy it is to make these great dishes. And it's all next on Andrew Talks. Alright, so we're with our girl Cynthia. And she is making her red velvet cupcakes. And I see a little brown. I see a little white. What's going on, Cynthia? What's going on in there?
Sifting all the dry ingredients. So it has flour, sugar, some baking soda, and of course some cocoa.
Shout out to Hershey. Oh, thank you, Hershey. And some cocoa. Delicious. Okay, so that's Cynthia, and that's her dry ingredients. And then I got a little dry and wet and all types of stuff. Now, this is the crust for the chocolate delight. And you see the yummy pecans. There's a whole stick of butter. Yes, Paula Dean, a whole stick of butter. And about 2 cups of flour. So we're going to mix that all together. That's going to be the crust for the chocolate delight. And those are the dry ingredients for the red velvet cupcakes. All right, more to come on Andrew Talks. Okay, my friends, it's time to get into the oven. Well, not us, but the baked goods. Come on, people. Anyways, all right, we're going to go over to Cynthia first. And Randy, get up on there. Look at that beautiful red color. Now, Cynthia, how did you get it to be so red? That beautiful bloody red.
It's a combination of the chocolate cocoa and then the red food coloring, and this. I think it becomes so red because of the distilled white vinegar. So.
Oh, the distilled white vinegar. See, you learned something new on Andrew Talks. There you go. It's like a science experiment, but it's a delicious one at that. Look how red that is. And then we're going to go over to my stuff. It's not baked yet, but that's going to be like that shortbread crust. That's going to make the chocolate delight so yummy. You see the pecans hanging out in there. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be delicious. All right, so this and these guys are going into here. And we're going to show you the end result. It's all coming next on. Okay, remember when I said it was a bake-off, cook-off, and we were going to show you desserts and all that good stuff? Remember I said that? Well, Cynthia now has upped the ante. Now she's making lunch. Take a look at this. Take a look. Randy, get a shot of her making lunch. Look how she sprinkles it just so ever so nicely. That looks delicious. Even if you're a vegetarian. Come on. That looks so good. That looks so good. And maybe she'll share with us. Okay, my friends. I wanted to show you the cream cheese layer of my chocolate delight. And what we got there is just 2 sticks or 2 bars of cream cheese. Or if you want, you could go ahead and do the Philly cream cheese. Do what you want. There are 2 cups of powdered sugar. That's right, I said 2. So for each bar or thing of cream cheese, do a cup of powdered sugar. And there's like a capful of vanilla. And that is going to make the cream cheese layer, I should say. The cream cheese layer of the chocolate delight. Now look over here. Cynthia's cupcakes are already done. And just showing off. Don't they look delicious? I can't wait for the frosting. This is going to be one awesome bake-off. Alright, more to come. Cupcakes. Cream cheese layer. Woo! On and friends, so we're back. So as you already know, we have the cream cheese layer. And then on top of the cream cheese layer, for my dish at least, is the chocolate pudding layer, I should say. And now take a look. That's what you want. Unfortunately, my layer is slowly thickening up. You want it a little bit thicker than this. You really want that pudding consistency. So I'm going to pop this in the fridge and hopefully it'll tighten up a little bit more. But it's going to be delicious no matter what. So I just wanted to show you that even if you make a mistake, even if you're in a bake-off with the ultimate Cynthia, keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't admit defeat until you eat it. but it's going to be delicious. So this is going to be popped into the fridge. Hopefully it'll thicken up a little bit more, and then we will show you the finished product. My friends, we're getting closer and closer to the finished products, and even closer and closer to eating it. Ooh, yum, yum, yum. All right, what Cynthia has to make the frosting for the amazing red velvet cupcakes. So let's take a little peek and see what she's up to over here. Come on, Randy, let's take a peek and see.
It's very easy. It's 4 ounces cream cheese, 4 ounces of unsalted butter, 2 cups of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla, and that's it.
That is it, people. If you can't remember that, then shame on you. It's that simple. Just 4 ounces, 2 cups, and a touch of vanilla. You could do it. You could do it. If I can remember it, anybody can. And we're just going to whisk it together, and that's going to be the yummy, tasty frosting. Alright, my friends, it's season 5, and we're going to up the ante a bit here this season. I'm hanging out with the one and only Cynthia. We're going to ask her some questions, find out how did she come to about this great joy of cooking? How did she know if this was for her? Because not everybody is a cook. And you know good and well who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. You know you cannot cook. But hopefully with this episode you've come up with some new ideas and maybe you want to try something like this. Take a look at what lunch is. Remember Cynthia was going to up the ante with lunch? Take a look at lunch. Look how delicious that is. That is just chicken hanging out in some tomato paste and some garlic and just some deliciousness, and there were some mushrooms and some onions and some butter in there as before, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be the best lunch ever. It's really what it's gonna be, with just a side of rice over there. Yum-y. Alright, now let's talk to our girl Cynthia and just ask her some questions. Alright, it's gonna be, let's call it a new segment called Andrew Asks. Andrew Asks. New segment on Andrew Time. New segment, Andrew Asks. That's real talk. So we'll have to do like Andrew Asks with the A. How about that? How about that? Andrew Asks. And we're with my girl Cynthia, best cook I know. Everyone needs a friend who can cook. Everyone. And this is mine. This is mine. I don't solely have her as a friend because she cooks, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, anyways. Alright, so we got a couple of questions for Cynthia, and we're going to ask. And next time I do it, Ask Andrew segment, if you think of any questions, just let me know. You can let me know on Twitter or on Facebook, or just call me if you have my number. And if you don't ask for it because you're not supposed to have it. Okay, anyways. Alright, so Cynthia, the first question is, when did you know that you were a cook?
Well, I moved out after high school because I went to school and then I went to move to downtown Anaheim.
Okay.
So I was living on my own. So I basically had to learn to cook for lunch every morning. So just trying to experiment and trying to make new things so you weren't eating the same thing over and over again. So I guess when I was around 19.
19 years old, broke, with no place to go, but she got a pot, she got a spoon, and she made some magic. Now, honestly, and I keep saying this, but Cynthia is an amazing cook. She really, really is. And you're going to see the finished product of our bake-off, cook-off, duel-off that we got going on. Something tells me she's going to win. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I will happily come in second. I really, really will. But talk to me a little bit about just the joy that you get from cooking. Is it a release for you of stress, or is it something more creative? What is it for you that cooking does for you?
It's a little of both. I definitely find it to be like a stress reliever, especially with baking. Once you get into the habit of it, I think it's more about just kind of the routine of just going through the steps, just like the smell of it once you get home, and then having a finished product after all that effort. I think it's like very stress relieving. So I really love to do it, especially like on my off days or when I'm having like a really hard day at work. It just makes it a little bit better where I can have a treat at the end, and then hopefully the next day have enough so I can bring it over to some friends. So
I like that, and hopefully I'm one of the friends. Final question for you about the joy of cooking, the love of cooking as a stress reliever, all that great stuff. What is that one dish that you turn to when you are having one of those bad days where you know this will make me feel better no matter what? You just get your hands dirty and get in the kitchen.
It's usually anything Mexican food. Anything that reminds me of home, or something my mom used to make that I try to recreate or kind of do my own spin on. So usually just like really simple things like enchiladas, or I really want tacos today like my mom used to make, so that kind of thing.
I love it. All right, my friends. Well, that is our newest segment, Andrew Ask. Woo! With the A. My thanks to the lovely, amazing Cynthia for being with us today. All right, finished products, all that stuff coming next. And we still got shout-outs. Shout-outs. And real talk. And it's all next on Andrew Talks. Okay, my friends, I just wanted to show you that cream cheese layer over the baked crust that you already got to see. Just looking divine as my chocolate delight comes together. And let's take a step into here, Randy, and look at the lovely Cynthia showing off with the garnish. Look at that delicious cream cheese frosting on these beautiful red velvet cupcakes. And just for a little whimsy and a little joy, a sprinklage of sprinkles. Too cute. All right, so we're gonna leave Cynthia, and it is now time for the chocolate pudding layer. All right. Okay, my friends, remember that cream cheese layer? It's gone. Covered by chocolatey pudding goodness, honey. Yes, indeed. I had to make two. Why? Because sometimes you just have to. Look at that. So you're going to put, so it's the crust, that great nutty crust, that cream cheese layer, which is so good. Just the cream cheese and the powdered sugar, a touch of vanilla. And then some yummy chocolate pudding. You can get any variety of chocolate pudding you want. If you want devil's food or extra chocolatey or whatever the case may be. Now, this is not like a Weight Watchers approved recipe, clearly, and neither is Cynthia's. But I thought ahead and saved you a couple of calories because I use skim milk instead of like whole or 2% in the pudding. Now, listen, if you don't care, if you're like, Andrew, I already gonna eat the whole pan anyways, what does it matter if I put skim or 2% or whole milk? Then go ahead with your bad self and put the whole milk. But for me, since I already like skim, there's skim in there. But you won't be able to tell because it's so, so good and delicious and sweet and all that good stuff. All right, my friend, one more layer to go. What's that you say? We're topping it with Cool Whip. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right, more to come. All right, my friends, I have to show you the final finished product of lunch with Cynthia. She should open up her own restaurant. She really, really should. I wish she would. I wish she would. And then maybe I could eat for free or half off. Anyways, take a look at lunch. I mean, have you ever? No, Randy, get up good on that. That could be on Food Network, for goodness sakes. How divine, and presentation is everything. That's what my mama says. And she is right. So, so good. All right, we're going to enjoy this. But coming up next, there's still shout-outs and real talk. And I got to say bye. We got to eat dessert. Oh, my goodness. So much still to do. All right, my friends. The time has come. That's right. We are finished with our desserts. And we're going to need a judge, and it's going to be you. So let me know what you think. What looks better? I already know which one you're going to choose. You won't hurt my feelings. Anywho, all right. So first up, the amazing Cynthia and her red velvet cupcakes. Ooh, ah. So Cynthia, walk us through it one more time. What are we looking at?
This is red velvet cupcakes with the cream cheese frosting, and then just sprinkled on some nonpareils on top.
Delicious. And next door, bam! Okay, sound effects was extra because it was mine. But that is my mama's chocolate delight. Not one, but two, because they're cute little pans. And the Cool Whip frosting on top, chocolate pudding, cream cheese layer, then that yummy nutty crust. Divine, divine. All right, my friends. Well, we got to eat this. We really do. So let me do shout-outs first. And shout-out goes to the one and only Cynthia! Woohoo! For first of us having us, the crew, and myself at her beautiful home. And just throwing down in the kitchen like she always does so well, so well. So shout out to Cynthia, and shout out to all those culinary masters out there, known and unknown. Keep cooking, keep steaming, keep frying, keep baking. Just keep going, because it's delicious, and we thank you for it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, my friends, time for the real talk of the week. And the real talk of the week is simply find joy in what you're doing. As we heard with Andrew Ask, Cynthia finds joy in baking and cooking. It's a great stress reliever. So whatever your hobby is, just find joy in it and enjoy yourself, really. Like we are about to enjoy this dessert. Oh my goodness gracious. And that is the real talk of the week. All right, my friends, you know why I'm wrapping it up so quickly, because you've seen it. You already know. You already know. All right, for the crew and myself and the lovely Cynthia, last goodbye to Cynthia. We thank you for watching. Remember what I always say, make it great. Thank you for watching the beginning of season 5. Make it great. Have a great morning. Have a great lunch. Have a great dinner. Just go out there and make it great. I'm Andrew for Andrew Talks, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. It was really good. Cynthia wins. Okay. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. It was really... Make a cupcake to them. That's good. Bye.